Hello, beautiful people. It's Lisa Lovestone. So I did do a video this morning, believe it or not. And my phone just was so full I couldn't do a video. And then I was texting my son, telling him, I think I need to get a new phone. I wasn't gonna, I didn't want to. I loved my iPhone 11. And I couldn't even text him anymore. My phone was so full, I couldn't send a text. Yeah. It's finally cool enough I can let my hair down. Needs to be combed desperately. But so I got a new phone today. I upgraded from an iPhone 11 to an iPhone 14. I could have gotten a 16 and it probably would have been fine, but it keeps my payment low and manageable, and I'm happy. I like this 14. It's a very nice phone. So it's a little bit nicer than the 11 I had, so that's fine. I don't have to have the latest and greatest. Now, sadly, the highest megabytes I could find for the 14s that were available was 128 megabytes. I really wanted to get like 200, 220 or something like that, because I don't want to be going through what I just went through again in a year, because AI really takes up space on your phone. And YouTube, oh my God, YouTube takes almost half of the memory, half of the space. YouTube takes up a lot of space on your phone. So I actually had to remove YouTube to transfer data from my 11 to my 14. I couldn't even transfer the data. It wouldn't, nothing would move. It was so full. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I'm using my new mic, and I probably don't need to talk very loud because my mic is right here. I forgot it was there. Now, I can kind of understand why people hold these things like this, because probably the best sound is right there, but I don't really know. I didn't test that out, actually. I just tested it from here and it sounded pretty good. So we'll just go with that. Right? I can't get it back on. Suggested commands. Okay, I don't know why I'm. All right, so yeah, I've got everything done on my iPhone 14 for the most part. It took a little bit of investigating to set Siri up, but Siri is up and running. So I'm behind, but this isn't the first time, so I will catch up. But we are on chapter 40. You know, I never looked to see how many chapters there actually was. There's conclusion. So the last chapter, boy, is 43. And it's, boy, it's long. Ooh, it's long. Okay, so we're on chapter 40. I'm going to turn this music down just a little bit. Just a little bit loud. Lost my page. 39, 40. Okay. Oh, hi, I'm Lisa Lovestone. Thank you for visiting this video on my channel. I am reading The Golden Future by Diana Cooper, and we are on chapter 40, and every time I turn my video on, I start to yawn. So that's something about me. The Metatron Cube. Oh, I should be wearing my thing. It's at home. I got a Metatron emblem on one of my necklaces. Okay. One day, as I sat half asleep on the sofa with the sun pouring down onto me, Archangel Metatron held a Metatron cube in my aura and started to turn it. He shone light through it for several days. After that, I would wake up to find the cube turning around me. It felt quite amazing, and I knew important work was being done on me. Metatron Cube. The Metatron Cube is a geometric tool that contains all the sacred geometry of this universe. It consists of 12 circles round a central one, and every point is linked. The Metatron Cube works on many levels. On one level, it represents Source, surrounded by their 12 universes. On another, it shows the connectedness of our chakras with our higher self. On yet another, the Universal Metatron Cube, it shows the connection of our chakras. I need a little more light. I have to turn this way. There. Ah, that's better. It's reading in the dark, and I was like, God, I can barely see these words. Oh. Okay. On another, it shows the connectedness of our chakras with our higher self. On yet another, the Universal Metatron Cube, it shows the connection of our chakras with the 4 ascension planets and constellations: Orion, Sirius, the Pleiades, and Neptune. Whenever you look at it, something comes into alignment for you. Archangel Metatron has indicated that when the Metatron Cube is placed above your head, you can pour his light through it. He can pour his light through it to activate the geometry you need to start repatterning your DNA for the new golden age. When you bring in your 6-dimensional chakras, you know what? Since I'm facing this way, let's bring the camera over here. There. That's a little better, I think. Yeah. I need to go get my glasses tightened so badly. Where was I? The geometry you need to start repatterning your DNA for the new golden age. And this is the Metatron symbol. I'm sure you've seen it. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to make a copy of that and color it in with my colored pencils. Do I have pencils or do I have pens? I think they're pens, colored pens. That looks like a fun thing to do, right? Okay, when you when you bring in your 6-dimensional chakras, he can hold the powerful geometric symbol over each one in order to overlay them with your personal sacred geometric patterning. Angels, dragons, and unicorns will assist with this. When the Metatron cube is turned anti-clockwise, it pulls old stuck energy out of the chambers within your chakras. And when it is turned clockwise, high frequency light is poured into the chakras through it. And I can say definitely mine was turned counterclockwise. What I was saying this morning in the video that never got posted is I went through the father wound and now I'm going through the mother wound and I'm healing from that. And I had a big breakthrough, I don't know, a week ago or something. And you know how you're supposed to journal. Well, I can journal still, yes, but I had such an outpouring of words and emotions. With my arthritic hand, I couldn't write fast enough. So I did voice to text and did it on a Google Doc. And yeah, but I'm not finished. I'm still working on it. But boy, that was some serious cleansing. I know that writing pen to paper is really very therapeutic, and I do that, but it was just too much. I needed to get it all written down before I forgot what I needed to say, lost the feeling. So yeah, it was. So I'd say definitely Metatron has counterclockwise turned that dial and it flowed right out of me. But I want to get done so he can turn it clockwise and the good stuff can come in. So yeah, it was old stuck energy, definitely. Thank you. Archangel Metatron. Thank you to all the archangels. Thank you to my spirit guides. Thank you to my higher self. Thank you to my guardian angel. Most definitely. When it is turned clockwise, high frequency light is poured into the chakras through it. DNA and why it is important now. I feel like it's always been important, but okay. Every cell of your body has a nucleus in its core. Within it is DNA, shaped like a double helix or two strands of beads slightly twisted. There are 64 codons or beads in each double helix, and these give instructions for the functioning of your body. They also contain the codes for your hair, eye color, as well as inherited diseases or predispositions to certain illnesses. Every individual cell in your body contains the genetic code for your whole body. The codes are based on spiritual decisions taken before birth. Decisions taken or made. I feel like the word should be decisions made before birth. But what do I know? A predisposition is chosen by the soul, but there is not an inevitable outcome. Your thoughts and emotions, the food you eat, the way you live your life, and your beliefs all impact greatly on your DNA. When you are angry, hurt, or stressed, or indulging in lower emotions, so that would be, well, what we just mentioned. Or a lower emotion would be wanting to have sex with a child. That would definitely be a lower emotion. Yeah. So the way you live your life, your beliefs all impact greatly on your DNA. When you are angry, hurt, or stressed, or indulging in lower emotions, the strands tighten up so that the beads no longer connect with each other. Then you are like a TV that is not properly tuned in. So when you are tense, you cannot tune in clearly to the messages from your soul or your monad. Soul/monad. At the fall of Atlantis, 44 out of 64 codes disconnected. Whoa. 44 is the vibration of the golden era of Atlantis and represents the psychic and spiritual abilities that were taken away from us. In order for your 12 strands of DNA to be reconnected and switched on again, you need to relax deeply and raise your frequency with love. When you are relaxed and contented, the condoms touch each other, and this means you are attuned to your divine potential and guidance from the highest. You can access your soul gifts. This will all happen automatically. The time is now. When you are acting from your monad or I am and have total control over your thought processes, you can command the divine intelligence within your cells. In tune with your angelic self, you have the power to make anything happen. You can work through your atomic body to your electronic divine body. This is what the great illumined masters do, and it is the source of their power. Your mother, father, God within. I remember Kumika saying to me many years ago that the being that people thought of as God was in fact their own monad. He said that no one in a human body could have any idea or concept of the true, ineffable, illumined source of creation from which their monad came. So they translated their I am into an external Godhead rather than internal. This is perfectly understandable because your monad is 12th dimensional and in perfect harmony with the source of all that is. It steps into light down to you. It steps its light down to you. Steps its light? I don't know. Down to you, its beloved child, to offer you all that you are ready to receive. This sounds very engaging. Your I am is the wise, all-knowing, and totally loving mother, father within you. Yin yang. It is your source of power and wisdom. It is totally balanced, masculine and feminine energy. Once you unite with the I am within, you have a fount of perfect nurturing and guidance. So a fount or fountain of perfect nurturing and guidance. There is no need to look externally for instruction and advice. So I guess this is the last book I ever need to read. I mean, I don't know. Earlier, I discussed the importance of the powers of creating wise, all-powerful, all-knowing, totally loving, compassionate, supportive, and cherishing inner parents. Yes, she did. Creating these parents. I've been able to create my dad because I didn't create him. It's who my dad is now. But my mom, it's been difficult, but I'm going through the healing. So maybe in a couple of more days, maybe in a couple of more hours, who knows? I'll be able to create a really amazing mom. So the importance and the power of creating wise, all-powerful, all-knowing, totally loving, compassionate, supportive, and cherishing inner parents. Don't limit them to your ideal of fifth dimensional guides. Rather, expand them into the most beautiful love and light you can imagine. I can imagine a lot. But even this is not enough to truly understand how extraordinary and magnificent the Mother, Father, God within you is. To connect with your divine angelic parents more, communicate with them, ask them for guidance, and lovingly listen to their advice. Talk to them, share your problems, and let them lift you above those worldly concerns. They hold the perfect outcome and will illuminate you with this so that you take perfect decisions. I think it's make. Few typos. So share your problems and let them lift you above those worldly concerns. They hold a perfect outcome and will illuminate you with this so that you make perfect decisions. The more often you do this, the more quickly you will receive their response until your decisions are all divinely perfect. Not only do your divine inner parents know everything that is happening in your universe, they understand everything that is going on within your personality self. They are fully aware of the extent to which you have overcome your ego in order to connect with them. They see the fears that you have faced, the emotions you have mastered, the lower self you have conquered. They love you and are proud of you. They know what you can do to bring about the best outcome. Be grateful for them at all times. Thank them constantly for who they are and all they offer you. Divine inner parents are in some ways like perfect human parents. When a child is happily, joyfully grateful for what they are given, the parents want to give more. It is a universal law that joy-filled gratitude draws in more and more blessings. As the wondrous light of your I Am within you showers you with gifts, love and adore your divine inner parents and see their glory and magnificence. Their light shines more brightly through you as you do so. Place the desires of your heart and soul in the light, and manifestations will come to you more quickly. Cherish your divine inner parents. They know your every thought. Imagine them holding you so that their love radiates through and from you. All will be well. The more you consciously connect with your Mother, Father, God within, your I Am, and the angelic white light within you, the more often and more quickly it will respond to you. Place your trust consistently in the monad within you, and your personality self will gradually merge into its light. You will be an ascended master of great wisdom, love, and light while in a physical body. I would say getting through this book was worth it. I didn't think I would say that when I was in chapters 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. If you've been following along, do you remember that? I really drug my feet. All right, time to relax. Get comfortable. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And slowly exhale through your mouth. I had a late supper in my stomach and I ate too much because it was so delicious. It was just a bunch of vegetables in a stir fry, raw vegetables, with a creamy sauce that I added and some baked chicken. And it was so good. And there should have been enough for 2 meals. But when I got done with my first bowl, I said, well, I'm going to eat a little more. So I ate a little more, and then there was just a little bit left. And I was like, well, I might as well finish it. Oh, my stomach is barking back at me. Thank God it's vegetables, though. And it wasn't a lot of chickens, so it'll settle down pretty soon. All right, so take your deep breath in. Slowly exhale, relax. Find a place where you can be quiet and relaxed. We're going to visualize to connect with your angelic mother, father, light within. Close your eyes and take calming breaths. Call your angelic mother, father, self. Picture this in any way that feels right for you. Your divine parents may appear as a pure white light, or as people in a golden aura, or in some other way. Remember the last time you had a problem, emotional or mental or even physical? Explain the problem and the feeling to your angelic mother, father, light. Feel yourself merging into their light and love. Relax and know you are being transported to a higher frequency, to a glorious, enlightened space. Rest here, calm, centered, and trusting, for as long as you need to. Well, in their glorious angelic monadic energy, you have changed. so your universe can respond differently. Thank you, angelic Mother, Father, Light. And you can open your eyes if you're ready. That was so beautiful, it was bringing me to tears. I'm trying to help you to see what's on the TV. Isn't that pretty? It's on YouTube. Okie dokie, hokey pokey. Well, that was lovely, and I cannot wait to lay down and do this myself. I hope you're having a good week. Blessings and love and light. Remember to love unconditionally, be kind, and keep your vibration raised. Lisa Lovestone out.